Well, we don't
I gotta watch our latest episode. Liz will want to watch it. She gets mad because like everyone watches it before we do.
Oh, that's
And
funny.
like people like message us about it, and she's like, I don't even know what you're talking about because
I don't
that
know
was
what
like 250 days ago. I don't remember.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, let me post this.
Dude, I like that Destiny hat, dude.
Oh yeah, this is the other one I got. Like the black one I like better, but this one I just realized
It's funny because like I like that one better, and you sent me the black and white one.
I like the black one better. This one fell down off the top of the mirror, and I was like, well, I'll wear this one today because
I'll show you what I got.
I've never worn this hat, to be honest.
I like that one. What's that?
Look what I got. Do you see? That's from the that's the Muppets one.
Oh, nice.
I don't think anybody has this yet. So they were here in Atlanta last week, and so they gave me a little goodie bag. So that was very nice of them. So yeah, I'm gonna hang that on the wall back here somewhere on my wall because I think that's really cool.
Sweet. Dude, I love this ripping internet. Whoop, whoop. I'll just check in. Yeah, Wade, we're playing against you guys in volleyball at Wrigley Field. I know Paige will be there. I might have to even go up for that. It's during football season. What's up? Okay, so let's do this. Listener questions. Here we go. Oh, phone's muted. All right, let's rock. What episode number? 2868. Welcome to episode 2868 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a great midweek. We are here, as always, to answer your listener questions as we do. This is what we do in the midweek. And the team's assembled. We're going to have a good time. We got some great questions for you, actually. Should probably pull those up in the inbox. Have no fear. They're coming up right now. And we have folks tuned in live. So if you're tuned in live, drop your questions in the comments and you will go right to the top of the queue. And we have our experts here assembled. They've flown in, actually driven in from their long commutes from work to get here on time to broadcast. Rikki, she tackled that greater Atlanta traffic, which I hear is wonderful this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
DisneyWorldAfterAll.com and the Mouse for Less. Rikki, happy Wednesday. What's up? By the way, I have a big announcement after I introduce you guys. So go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, happy Wednesday. Yes, definitely have fun Atlanta traffic that I get to sit in now because my work moved locations. So I get the very, very, very long Atlanta commute nowadays. So yay me. But yeah, looking forward to the Easter coming up this weekend and just having fun with the family and everything like that too. So yeah, it's been a crazy couple weeks though, but it's good to be here, and that's all that I can say about that.
Nice. Paige. Mallory's coming down your way in a few weeks. She gets to go 5 nights in Atlanta with air for $200. How's that?
Nice. That's fantastic. So that's good.
Is the Omni a nice hotel?
Yes. Yeah, that's gonna be a nice one. Yeah.
I'll look at the pictures. I'm like, yeah, doing pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I just want to let everybody know that if you guys didn't check out Disney World After All on YouTube, I have a fantastic video on there that you guys definitely need to check out because Disney was actually here for promoting Cool Kids Summer in Atlanta. So I actually got to go downtown and I got to interview the Walt Disney World ambassador, Felicia, all about what you can expect with Cool Kids Summer this year. So if you want to check that out on my YouTube channel, that would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, it's a great interview. And she actually gives some tips on how to get the best score on Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin.
Shoot the targets. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, if only it was that easy for someone like me. I'm still not good at getting the targets, but hopefully now that they have the handheld blasters, I'll have a little bit better luck, but usually not so much.
Check that out. Yeah, and Cool Kids Summer starting in about 6 weeks. Can't believe it's here before you know it. All right, Scotty B's here from Must See Adventures. New video just dropped. They kicked him off the ship. I know they kicked me off the ship at the same time. I had to go home. He went to Saratoga Springs. What's up, Scotty G? How's Michigan?
Michigan is all right. Happy Wednesday. Happy it's April now. Isn't that
crazy? Oh, crazy.
So Yeah,
I know. Like don't fall for any like jokes.
Yeah, today is definitely the day when you, you know, and everything is going to be.
Sometimes you can't trust the Be Our Guest podcast. I think this year you might be able to trust the Be Our Guest podcast, though.
You can totally trust us, because I do have to drop a little knowledge on you, because I did find something out behind the scenes that, because people have been emailing me this again. It's that time of the year, right? It's the spring. Everybody's like, when's the 2027 package is going to be available for Walt Disney World? But you know who it is? It's always the runners. It's always the runners, because Marathon Weekend or signups were what, like 2 weeks ago, something like that. All that.
Yeah. It was like St. Patty's Day. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, you know, people get in, everybody needs their rooms. Like, dude, it's not open yet. I promise you the rooms will be there for a couple weeks at least. You know, you get Pop Century, you get what you want. Everybody's been asking. Well, I can find out when they're going to open up. They're opening up on May 5th. Okay. So May 5th, the packages, all that. Because in the past, you could do like a room only cancel. Thank God that they got rid of that a couple years ago. That was a nightmare. Now you just book the whole thing, room only packages, everything on the same day. It's going to be on May 5th. So that's coming up. So we have, what's that, about 6 weeks, 5 weeks, something like that. So it's 4 weeks.
5 weeks,
ish.
4 to 5 weeks.
It's April now. Yeah. So be ready for that. So stand by for that. I also heard rumbling. Now, this is something I think we're going to be excited about. I was talking with somebody else that's a member of this team. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not, but she's not here, so who cares? She kind of dogged us on a text today. One of the things that is rumored to be coming back. Now, I don't know if you saw the news earlier this week that Mears Connect is adding a fuel surcharge. Started on Monday to all their fares to get you from point A to point B, to get you from the airport to the Walt Disney World Resort. You guys see that?
I did see that.
Surcharge. 2027 packages will have something similar to that. That will not have a fuel surcharge that was there in the past.
You're saying like a Magical Express?
Possibly. We can't say it until this is supposed to come out with the package announcement. Is that?
And you're saying this on April 1st?
No, I'm not. No, I'm just.
Yeah, I know, right? That's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Break it. No, and there's another component. There's one other component that I heard about that got me more jazzed about this than that, because I'm a Magical Express person, right? I've kind of gone the Uber route ever since it went away, because I was definitely Magical Express. Like, that was one of the reasons I started flying. Like, I wanted to ride the Magical bus, so I started flying back in the day. But there is also a second component that they're adding. Now they're trying this out because they know that they know their market, right? So they're going to add, they know like what gets people get heads in beds, they like to say, right? That's kind of, they will get heads in beds, and the bookings are a little soft right now, I'll be honest, right? I mean, economy's not going great, you know, prices are up, everybody's trying to, you know, squeeze in the money there. So they're trying to get people down there. 2027, they're going to have to be creative. Again, when is it? They open? Oh yeah, May 5th is when the package is open, right? There's going to be this is going to be great. This is enticing me. There's going to be a new dining plan. It's going to be a free dining offer. Okay. And it's for everybody in the room, but it only is for Mexican restaurants on property. So you can use like a San Angel Inn, the Cantina, Rosa Mexicana. You can only get Mexican food with it, because when do the dining packages open?
May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. The 5th of May.
Gotcha. Anyway, you blew it, Scott. You gave it away.
I'm sorry, man. You should have told me beforehand. Oh, you should have.
I was thinking about that all day, and then you're like, yeah.
I see. I'm too on top of things.
You are too, dude. You think too. Yeah. Anyway, I tried.
Remember, I'm always a fan first of the podcast, so I know how this show operates. And I know there's always some type of April Fool's thing.
I knew when he was talking about something that I don't think I should tell you because Pam, but Pam's not here. I was like, yeah, this is not going to go well.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Yeah, this is not going to go well.
Re-record it.
My favorite one still, if you ever want to go back to the best one that we ever did.
Oh, my favorite one.
Friends.
Yep.
Because I mean, we had people going the whole time that was a new resort at Walt Disney World, and it was the Best Friends Pet Resort across from Riverside. We actually read the website.
We did. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And people thought it was for humans. Because it does have sweet amenities. Like, I mean, the amenities are nicer than a Motel 6 in St. Louis.
They are very nice.
I did read about the 3% surcharge, so that was a thing I read.
Well, that is a real thing. That's the whole thing. When you're telling a lie, you got to put in some truth. I mean, otherwise people, like, because I guarantee there were a couple of people like, is he maybe no, and then no, it can't be. Like, is Magical Express coming back? Like somebody was in the middle of a text to their significant other, like, dude, Magical Express coming back, and they're like, oh, I hate Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely hate Mike, but that's okay.
And and it's brought, like Justin says, the dessert's brought by Goofy with a chainsaw.
Yay!
I can't find him on the board. It's not Halloween season. I would.
No.
Anyway, well, you're here for listener questions on all that nonsense. Adrian says, hey, BOGP crew, I'm a huge fan and appreciate everything y'all do.
Maybe they're not anymore. Yeah.
You know what's funny is, because these all come in through Gmail now, and like they've thrown Gmail, the AI, the Gemini into the Gmail. Dude, there's answers to all these questions at this point. Like I don't send them to the listener, but right below this, there's an answer. Like it answers the questions. Like I could just read the answer. We don't have to think. It's so wild.
You know what? That could be a fun. That could be a fun Friday episode where you read the answers like Jeopardy, and we have to guess the question.
Yeah.
Well, let's do this. Let you guys give an answer just for one time and see how close we are to the AI. Let's do this for Adrian. See what it says. Okay, here's her question. I haven't even looked at it, but I noticed there's a suggested reply, and let's see what Gemini says. She says, my husband and I are traveling to Disney World in early May, landing at MCO around 9 a.m. We're staying at Caribbean Beach. Any ideas on what to do on arrival day? We don't plan to use park tickets that day and plan on visiting Disney Springs on our rest day later in the week. We will be very hungry, being up since 2 a.m. to catch the plane, and we're thinking about maybe exploring some of the other resorts. Thanks so much, Adrian. All right, Rikki, what do you say? A couple topics. Now you're up against Gemini. They're going to be very hungry, but they're going to go Disney Springs later.
They're going to do Disney Springs later. Which resort did they say?
Gemini, oh, no, you're in trouble, dude.
Uh-oh.
I know mine.
Wait, which resort? Hang on, which resort did they say they're staying at? Caribbean Beach. Okay. I mean, I'm going to say something probably Gemini won't have, but I'm going to say go to Banana Cabana, grab yourself a drink, sit out on the, the beach there, and just enjoy your time at the resort. Like, that's going to be the best thing. Just relax a little bit. Get your, I would say sea legs, but, get your legs all ready to go for the next day. I mean, I feel like that's going to be the best thing you can do. It's just, maybe grab a nice meal at Sebastian's that night, whatever, because they've got a great meal. And that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say enjoy Caribbean Beach a little bit.
All right, Scott, what would you say?
So they land at 9 a.m. So it's going to take a little bit of a while to get to Caribbean Beach. So, and they're going to be hungry because they've been up since 2 a.m. So I would go to Primo Piatto for lunch.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah.
Is where I'm going to go. And then I would change it to have a day bag ready to go. And then I'd change it to my swimsuit and use some of those great pools. Like you can use the quiet pool in Jamaica or use the main feature pool. And eventually your room will get ready. And then you can dry off, maybe get a little nap in there. You can change your clothes. Sebastian's was kind of on my radar, but Rikki kind of used that one. So maybe I'll just kind of make it my, maybe I'll make this like a Riviera day, and I'm going to go to Topolino's for dinner right over there. Or I'll take the Skyliner and maybe I'll go to the Pop Century food court as another option.
That's a good option too.
But I like the Primo Topolino's combination for dinner, and I'm going to just use the resort pools to just kind of chill and relax, and then I can, then boom, just like rope drop the next morning.
I do like that because I always say like, don't make the ADR for like early on your arrival day, because then you're stressed about if you're going to make an ADR for your arrival day, make it for like dinner later, because that way you're not stressed about, we got to get there, like Primo Piatto for lunch or early, like a late breakfast, something like that. I like that. You want to hear how good this answer is, though? I'll read it word for word. Adrian, hey, so glad you listened. This is going to be a fun trip. Since you're at Caribbean Beach, you can easily hop on the Skyliner and check out Riviera, Yacht and Beach Club, or Boardwalk. Those are all great resorts to walk around and see some cool stuff. Riviera has some great food options, too, if you're hungry right away. Have a blast.
Oh my gosh. That's
Shut
funny.
up.
That is funny. The boardwalk is actually a good choice though.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I like the boardwalk though. I think that's a really good option too, because you can walk around, and if you want to get a Surrey bike, you can do that. Although that's kind of crazy, as we all know, pedaling that Surrey bike can be a little insane. But that's always a good option too. You could go to Beaches and Cream and maybe go to their walk-up window and get like a ice cream. That's a really good choice too if you can't get a reservation for Beaches and Cream. So there's some good choices there.
Yeah.
You know what kind of surprised me? So, Mike, just kind of unrelated to this, you were talking about for your April Fool's thing there that the travel was kind of down or whatever, so they're doing this offer. So I was kind of late to book in my ADRs for our Memorial Day weekend trip. So it's Memorial Day weekend, and there's going to be.
I don't even have ADRs for Memorial Day weekend yet. We're ahead of me, Scott.
There we go. So I'm a step ahead of Rikki. There's going to be I think the new Soarin' is kind of coming that weekend, Memorial Day weekend, unofficial start to summer. I was really late to that. Oh my gosh. Everything is available for every time slot. Beaches and Cream, anytime you want was available. California Grill, anytime you wanted was available. The only thing that I never saw available was Victoria and Albert's dinner. And then Yachtsman, because that's under refurbishment right now. I couldn't believe that any dining you wanted, sci-fi, Mike, every time slot was available for sci-fi.
Wow.
And I was like, I was like 4 days late I was at like a day 56, not 60 booking it. Like just an observation I made. That was for Memorial Day weekend.
All right. So you're saying there's a shot for me to make reservations.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let me pause it before we go to the next question. Let me follow up on that. I have totally changed when I go to the theme parks. Like I used to always have, and I know not everybody does, because Scott, you always have an ADR. I don't have an ADR every day. Like I'll have an ADR like every other day. Like, and when I go by myself, I don't make any ADRs. I bet you the last couple of solo trips, I have not had one ADR. I did not do a sit down meal the entire time I was there during marathon weekend.
I don't think a lot of people go to Memorial Day weekend by themselves though. That's like more like a Run Disney thing.
Valid.
I think a lot of families are going for Memorial Day weekend because the schools are letting out a lot of times, or it's just like a fun family thing to do, like Memorial Day weekend.
Do you think though, when the economy kind of like gets a little bit tighter though, people do?
That's what I think is happening.
We're going to go, but we're going to maybe do counter service and cut.
Yeah, because I don't know how this correlates to room bookings at all, because I'm not on that side of it. Like I'm not booking travel or anything, so I don't know how that looks. But I think it could be like, I don't know if I can commit to these more expensive table service meals, so I'm going to kind of wing it and do more table service. Is kind of the way I was looking at it, because historically that is a very busy weekend, because I go there almost every year, or I'm doing cruise line or something, and I was just very surprised by that. It was just an observation I made a couple days ago.
I could see that.
Yeah, and I think that's where cruise line, kind of the value of a cruise comes in, because like when you see, like if you sit down for like a family of 4 at like Chef Mickey's, and you get the bill there, that's an expensive meal. And then you do that a couple of times a day, and you like, look at the, and you go on a cruise, the overall cost, you're seeing shows, you're going to different places.
Yeah. Like I booked a hoop-de-doo. Like normally you have to book that right at 60 days. I got tier 1 seating. like right away.
Ooh,
an
idea. I have not done hoop-de-doo. Maybe I book a hoop-de-doo reservation.
So anyway, I know it's listener questions, and like this is what Scott does. Like I just get like I see squirrel, I say something, but yeah.
This next one's good for you, Scott, because this is a Old Key West music question.
Oh my gosh. Should I fire up the playlist right now?
It says Old Key West plays steel drum Christmas carols. This is, hey, Mike and Beaver Crew. Help me decide where to stay for our big family trip to Disney the week after Thanksgiving. Old Key West or Saratoga Springs. This will be for a group of 9, 4 adults, 5 kids. They're going to be from 3 to 17. The dynamic, my family of 4, plus the in-laws, and 2 or 3 of our nieces and nephews. We will have a stroller and ECV in tow. We are avid Disney travelers, but never stayed at Old Key West, and it's been 15 plus years since I stayed at Saratoga Springs, so either would feel like a first-time experience. My gut says Old Key West for the extra space in those rooms, but the room upgrades and walking to Disney Springs makes me lean Saratoga Springs. If the weather allows, we'll definitely be hitting the pool. We tend to build in ample rest time in our vacations and really explore the resorts. The kids love a good water slide, and my husband loves a great pool bar / refreshment area.
Mhm.
You guys rave about Old Key West, and it'd be nice to check off another resort off my Disney bucket list and try Olivia's for the first time. But which would be better for this extended family, in your opinion? I keep looking at reviews online. It looks like people really love or absolutely dislike Old Key West. So that makes me a little nervous. But if they play steel drum Christmas carols, I may be sold. Bonus question. If you guys do suggest Old Key West, are there specific locations you'd request? The big negative I keep reading is how large it is. And since we do like to explore the resort and enjoy the amenities, I'd love your tips, tricks with navigating the size layout. Give me your pros and cons. Thanks so much. Brittany's down in Mississippi. All right, Scotty, you take the lead on this one because that is your home resort.
Yeah, so I love Old Key West. It's my home resort, but I wrote down a couple key words here. So I heard water slide, and I heard pool bar, and I instantly thought of Saratoga Springs actually because actually I shared that video. I just did like a big room tour video, and that resort, and I talk about it, has so many great featured pools. There's actually more than one featured pool at Saratoga Springs. So you have the High Rock pool, which is your main pool, very cool water slide, but the Paddock pool also has a water slide. So you have two featured pools with water slides, and there's bars at both of them. Then you go to the grandstand pool, which is actually my favorite pool, which there is also another bar there. Then you got the Disney Springs pool over there too. So there's lots of swimming options there, plus great pool bars. But you're missing the steel drum music. So that's one bad thing. But as an Old Key West homer, this is my home resort. I love Old Key West, but the rooms are so dated there. So you're going to enjoy the rooms much better at Saratoga Springs too. They had like the 2021, 2020 refurbishment. They are cleaner, they're more comfortable, they're brighter, they're more modern than the Old Key West ones. I'm not trying to dog my home resort here. I would never do that, but I'm just looking out for you that I think you're going to be a little more comfortable. I think you're going to have better, I think the family vibe is just going to be a little bit more comfortable, and you're going to get all those things you're wanting at Saratoga Springs. I really think so, than my home, Old Key West.
Well said. I mean, Rikki, you were just at Saratoga recently. What do you think?
I was. Yeah, the best part about Saratoga is that it's so relaxing. That you go into it and you really just soak up the relaxation, and you don't realize how nice that is until you're in the middle of it and you're like, oh, this is so peaceful. Like the resort is so quiet and really great. And then it is just a quick walk to Disney Springs, which is another fantastic perk too. You can go over there at the end of the night, before you go to bed or whatever, grab a snack at one of the, places, or, a drink over there or whatever. And it's got a great vibe. I really enjoyed the walk over there, and we did that multiple times on that trip. So I kind of agree with Scott. I was leaning a little more towards Old Key West, just because they were talking about, they wanted kind of the Christmas tiki vibes, or I guess I should say, musical steel drum band vibes, which I absolutely adore as well. But I think Scott is right. The rooms are very nicely appointed too. They were really, really homey and comfortable. And, Brian and I had just one of the best nights sitting there eating. I got a Vivoli El Gelateria. I can't pronounce that word at all, but they had a Oreo tiramisu thing I brought back to the resort. Brian had a bag of M&Ms that he'd gotten from the M&M store, and we just sat and relaxed and had a great time just chilling in the room, eating our snacks and watching Disney movies on the TV. So it's such a great chill vibe at Saratoga. I think that's actually probably going to be the better choice.
I would
get a good chill vibe at Old Key West too.
There's
no doubt about it. But.
Yeah.
Well, and I'd lean that way too, because you're right. The rooms are more updated. They're nice. And it says, the kids are 3 to 17. So you got at least a 17-year-old, which they're going to be able to walk right over to Disney Springs if they want. So that'll give them a little freedom to maybe go explore, see some entertainment, go shopping, grab a bite to eat if they want to go grab like a deluxe burger, or go get a piece of pizza at Blaze, something like that if they want to. And like, that one line here that just says the kids love a good water slide. Just so many better.
That's the one that hit with me.
Yeah,
I wrote
the
down
water
water
slides
slide.
too. Yeah.
And your husband's going to be happy with all the pool bars. You can do a couple different ones.
Yeah. But you're missing the greatest one of them all, though. The gurgling suitcase
Gurgling
is
suitcase.
the greatest pool bar of all time.
Yeah, but you know what though? I mean, here's what I would do though: schedule an ADR for Olivia's. Take the whole crew to Olivia's, so you'll get to hear the background.
I thought about that too, Mike.
And ask if you can sit out on that patio. Like that'd be the ultimate thing. Like if you can
go there at night.
Go at night. Ask if you can sit on the patio. Dude, that's the ultimate vibe because you'll hear the music, you'll see the people going by. Ultimate like winter in Florida vibe with that background loop playing. That's what I would do because that way you get just a little taste of it. You're not missing it.
True.
And then I would say Sable. I know you want to mark another one off the list. Like I'm the same way. Like completist. I loved it when I got Fort Wilderness. I finally checked off all of them. That felt so good. But save Old Key West for when they do a refurbishment because I feel a room overhaul is coming because it needs it. It needs it so bad. So I'd save it for that. You don't want to see the pink tile bathroom or anything like that unless you're super retro and want to see that.
Dude, I like that kind of stuff.
I know you do, Mike.
All right, Justin Hooper over on Facebook is tuned in live. Thanks for being here with us. My wife and I are planning a trip with our adult daughter and her new boyfriend. It'll be a first trip for both of them. What is one sit down in each park you would take a first timer? All right, so we're gonna go quick. This is gonna be like this is be our guest at Magic Kingdom.
I'm going Crystal Palace at Magic Kingdom.
Okay. All right.
I think that's a good one too, Scott. Since I'll go with a different one, I'll go with the Plaza. I think that's a really good one too.
Okay, Scott, you start us off with Epcot.
Epcot. I'm gonna go. You know what? It's newer. It seems like a weird answer because like Epcot, I just think retro. You gotta like. I'm not doing Coral Reef though. I'm sorry, I'm not picking Coral Reef.
No.
I can't do it. So I'm actually gonna go kind of newer side because it's unique. It's kind of different. I'm gonna actually. I can't believe I'm actually saying these words. I'm actually gonna say Space 220.
That's a good choice though. I mean, that is definitely the unique vibes. Yeah. It is totally an experience. I'm gonna go Garden Grill. It's that traditional character meal. You've got the living with the land right there, and it's good food. So
I feel like we can use our same answers, or else Justin's going to be really overwhelmed. Like, I don't know which one to take. But
yeah, well, I mean, you can pick one of the three each time. I'd go San Angelo because that's kind of the one I always saw in the guidebook, and I always wanted to go there.
Dude, can I just tell you, the last time I was in the Mexico Pavilion, they have lit up San Angelo. Like
you can actually read a menu now.
You can see the food. I'm not kidding. Like the tables are all.
You don't need to
like
put your flash on your phone to read the menu now.
I was so shocked. I was like, oh my goodness! Like this place is totally lit up now. So bravo to whoever finally decided. Hey, you know what? Maybe we should light this place up so people can see what they're eating.
I don't know if I like it though.
I get it.
That's part of it. It's like eating in a cave. Yeah. and it'll be free in 2027.
It will be. I know. That's part of the dining plan. Yeah.
All right. Enough of you.
Free margarita. All right.
Rikki goes first in the studios.
Studios, yes.
Well, good for me. I'm gonna go 50s prime time. That's the one I'm going with for sure.
I'll go sci-fi. What else is there?
I mean, to me, you got to go with the Brown Derby. I mean, it's classic. It's classic Hollywood.
That's true.
All right. What about Animal Kingdom? Are there three?
Yes, there are.
Okay. What you go, Scott? We got for Animal Kingdom.
Okay. So these are adults. I don't know if they're 21 or not.
I'm gonna say, yep.
But I like a Nomad Lounge, and then you go to Tiffin's afterwards. Go for some signature dining over there.
Yep. I was gonna say Nomad Lounge actually. So I'm gonna keep that one. Yeah. Nomad Lounge for sure.
I like Tusker House.
I think Tusker House is actually the right answer though. Yeah. Because you get the characters and stuff.
You do get the characters.
I think that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And those might be the only two table service options.
There's Yak and Yeti.
Oh yeah, I forget about that.
Yeah, I know. I forget about Yak and Yeti too a lot of times.
Or Rainforest Cafe. You can go to Rainforest Cafe.
Oh, that's a good point too. Oh, I think a lot of people forget about that one.
Actually,
either way, you're gonna have a great time.
Yeah, Yak and Yeti is really good food. It's just like, but it's like sitting in a restaurant at home. Like,
yeah.
Think about Animal Kingdom. As someone that loves table service meals, as you all know, very rarely do that there anymore because I love the counter service.
The counter service is so stellar. They they knock it out of the, and you know why? It sounds terrible, but it's because they're not open at night. So like they don't have to have good table service because people generally aren't eating there for table service. They're going somewhere else. They're going to another park. Going to Disney Springs. They're going, somewhere else. So they don't have to have really good table service, and that's rather disappointing to me. I'm hoping. I don't think they're going to add table service when they do, Tropical Americas either. They should, but I don't think they're going to, which again makes me very sad because the park needs to be open at night, and especially with adding Tropical Americas, they have more reason to keep it open at night now, and they should add a really good table service place over there. So something with food from Encanto, I feel like that would be really good. So
who eats table service after 4:00?
That would be me.
Me? Like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, we got a question from KC. He is in Austin, Texas. Hey, crew, my wife and I are doing an adults only leave the kids with family trip for our 20th anniversary. Congratulations. A lot of people celebrating their 20th anniversary this year. We're spending a couple of days at Walt Disney World and catching the train to Fort Lauderdale for a cruise at the end of April. Curious how you would plan a partial last day at the park to maximize the fun and still catch a private transfer from the resort at 3 p.m. Here's the details. We're staying at the Riviera and plan to spend the last partial day, a Friday, at Hollywood Studios because of the easy Skyliner access. We have a 3 p.m. shuttle to the Brightline station, prearranged from the Riviera so we can hit the park, then pick up the luggage at the resort and head to the train. No ADRs to work around. Ronto wraps for breakfast are a must. Lunch plans are TBD. We'll likely rope drop, of course, TBD on lightning lanes. How would you plan out this day to maximize the fun and rides? And how early do you leave the studios to make sure you're on time for your transfer at 3 p.m. to the train station? Show us the way, oh wise ones. Thanks, y'all. KC. All right, so they got to be at the resort at 3 p.m.
Yep.
So my rule is the Skyliners. There's one thing. Here's
that's risky because of weather.
That's what I was gonna say. Do watch the skies. If it's windy or if it looks like a storm's coming in, be careful. Like as long as the weather's good, I would say you're good. Like
because a midday Skyliner is smooth. I mean,
it's smooth as glass. Like if it's a good weather good day, as long as you're walking out it because the Riviera is a hop, skip, and a jump. Like I'd even push it to like walk out at 2:30 at the latest, but
you got to get your bags though. Sometimes that could take a minute.
Yeah,
with baggage. I'm leaving at 2:15 because like they're going to a cruise after that. Is that right?
They're catching the bright line down to Lauderdale. Yeah. I'm actually mentally I'm more psyched for that than anything else. Like I'm leaving at 1 o'clock.
I know. I was
psyched for the cruise.
I was thinking that too.
I'm actually getting a drink at Bar Riva, and like I'm leaving the studios at 1, getting a drink at Bar Riva, and just chilling because I'm about to be on a Disney ship the next day.
Valid point.
Yeah. Because you can't miss that transfer because everything the dominoes start falling if you miss that if you're late for the transfer. Yeah.
Side note, 25th anniversary. This is 25th of high school graduation for me. 25th.
Oh my gosh. So okay, so what would you do that day though? I mean, they don't have lunch plans. They're going to get a Ronto wrap for breakfast, probably rope drop. I mean, how would you go about that, Rikki? You're in the parks a ton. Like, what would you do?
Yeah. So when are they going? Did they say what?
We're going at the end of April.
End of April. Okay.
Friday.
Okay. So Rock and Roller Coaster won't be open yet, so we don't have to worry about that. All right, got it. So I mean, obviously, I would go hit up. Probably, I would try to hit up Rise of the Resistance first. Hit a ride, and then I would go get my Ronto wrap. And if they want to ride Millennium Falcon, do that too. And then from there, I would see kind of how time-wise it's looking. Maybe I would head over to, let's see, I'm going to probably do some jumping a little bit, but you also, I love Slinky Dog. I love it so much, but I feel like on a day like today, you're going to have, the lines are going to be so long, unless they decide to get Lightning Lane, then maybe, definitely consider riding Slinky Dog at that point. If you don't get Lightning Lane, I'm going to say skip Slinky. I know, blasphemy. But maybe do Toy Story Mania, head over. Honestly, I would make sure, I know that they were talking about like lunch. They didn't have lunch plans. If you can try to swing just a stop at Baseline Tap House, get the charcuterie board, pretzel.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be good there.
I like that. I like the charcuterie board and pretzel combination. I actually would do Slinky Dog. I love Slinky Dogs.
I love Slinky too. It's just I'm worried about the lines. So
yeah, because probably like at 10 o'clock. I mean,
yeah,
jammed.
Yeah, and then
I'm trying to think like, if you do that or Tower. If you'd like
that was going to be the other thing I had. If they have any time left, maybe go hit up Tower after
or do a
that.
show. Do a show, maybe.
They could do a show. Yeah, the Frozen show is fantastic.
I love the shows.
Yeah.
Would you try to work in? So here's what I'm trying to think. Like, because end of April, this also cheers are going to be going on during this, so it could be busy.
True.
The cheer competitions happen that week, those couple of weeks, but you're going to have, because that's going to be mid-morning at the busiest time of the people are there. But
right.
Tower eats people faster than Slinky.
It does.
What about Mickey and Minnie's? Because that's going to be kind of the same situation.
I feel like
faster than Tower.
I don't feel like it's faster. I don't feel like it's faster than Tower. I feel like Tower is usually faster.
Yeah, Tower's probably the fastest moving line of the three.
Yeah, Mickey and Minnie's always kind of drags for me. I don't know why, but every time I'm in Mickey and Minnie's, the line just sort of, and I take that back. I think I do know why. It's because they have the little pre-show area, and I think that, you know, because it stops and starts and stops and starts, I think that's why it drags, because usually I get a spot where like it stops for a really long period of time. So I always have more trouble with Mickey and Minnie's than I do with anything else usually.
I like the charcuterie at Baseline. That's a good option.
Oh.
Or just bounce out of the park early and get lunch at Primo Piatto, and like I said, or get a drink at Bar Riva.
Primo Piatto has a really good a caprese salad too. Brian and I got that the last time we were there, and it was fantastic. So
because honest to God, like there's many times where I go to the studios, that's where I end up eating lunch is Primo Piatto. I'll just get on the Skyliner, go down, grab something to eat, and come back.
And you can't beat the French fries there. I'm just saying, French fries. Ugh, I dream about those.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're trying to get as much as you can in there, and I think, I don't know if they're annual. The thing is, like, you're not an annual pass holder. Like, you don't want to go into the park for like 2 hours because you're paying so much. You know, like that's the thing. I don't know.
Well, it sounds like they have to. I mean, they have to though. If that's the case, I mean, they only have a few hours anyway. So if they were already planning on going, then either they are pass holders or they were planning on, you know, having a ticket and knowing that they were only going to spend half the day there. So.
All right. Well, have a great cruise and happy anniversary, kids, and enjoy. What I was going to say the Destiny out of Lauderdale, but there's what other ships going on?
The Dream is out of there right now, I think, too.
Yeah. And then it heads over to Europe. Yep. Summer. All right. So we have a question from Sean. Hey, BOGP crew. Quick note of thanks. Let's see. Oh, just for all the great cruise information emails you've sent over the last few months. Our online check-in was today, midnight this morning. I got boarding group 6. Wow. So always, when you get a single digit, that's always a great thing. I think that's good. We have cruise rookies. That was okay, so it's going to be Sean's first cruise. All right. It says, I have a few questions about our post-cruise non-park stay. We're DVC members, and we're trying to stay at every DVC resort in Orlando. We needed a one-night stay post-cruise, so I booked a cabin at Fort Wilderness for one night. We've never stayed at Fort Wilderness nor Wilderness Lodge. We're using the Disney transfer to Fort Wilderness. My questions are, number one, where does the Disney transfer drop you off? Fort Wilderness or Wilderness Lodge? Okay, we can just take this as we go because I know this. It's going to drop you off at Wilderness Lodge. Number two, approximately what time will we be dropped off? Probably.
You don't think I'll drop them at Fort Wilderness?
I think it drops you off at Wilderness. We always have to say Wilderness Lodge. Like if it's say at the Kidani Village, we have to say Animal Kingdom.
So then they got a boat over then? Like all their luggage?
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I would take them to the. I was thinking. What I was thinking was like Boulder Ridge or Copper Creek.
Gotcha. I think they'll still take them to the fort.
Yeah, so we'll take them to the. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking that they were. I was thinking with DVC. I was thinking of the three there, like Boulder.
Gotcha.
And,
I still think they'll take them to Fort Wilderness.
We'll take them to the cabins. Yeah, sorry. Thanks for.
You're welcome, Mike. I got you.
You got my back, even though I'm lying to everybody at the top of the show.
No, you do this all day for a living. You know, sometimes you got to bring in some reinforcements.
Yeah, because I don't know what I'm doing. What time are you gonna be dropped off? Probably between like 9 and 10 ish.
I think. Yeah, I mean, so I just did this, and I think we had second dining. So breakfast was at 8. Got on the bus like around 9. Yeah, so 10 o'clock felt about right. I think so. Yeah.
Do we check in at Wilderness Lodge or Fort Wilderness? Will they hold our luggage, assuming our cabin won't be ready until the afternoon? Scott, they hold your luggage there, just like
Hold your luggage at Fort Wilderness. You probably won't have any groceries because you're just coming off the ship, so don't have to worry about that. But sometimes it's tricky at the fort because a lot of people will have groceries there, so they have like coolers and stuff. They'll hold things there too. But yeah, they'll hold your stuff there.
and you check in at the fort. There's like a
Yeah, so they have like this little like cabin. I mean, it's cool. Like it's a little check-in desk, just kind of like a lobby that you see at the other resorts, but it's themed really cool. But yeah, like you go in there, there's like 3 desks or whatever stations, and yeah, you check in and they'll hold your stuff. My experience though, now, one time I did this, I was very hungry, very hangry, long day of travel. It was Thanksgiving week. I checked in. My room wasn't ready till my cabin wasn't ready till like 6 or 6:30. Had to wait a very long time for my cabin. So hopefully that won't happen to you. I was there at a very busy time. People were wanting cabins, but just as you know, as a DVC owner, you know this, Sean, that you might have to pack in your patience a little bit as those cabins get ready.
Yes, 3 more quick questions. I hear a lot about renting golf carts at this resort. Can you maneuver the resorts without a golf cart? Remember, he's only there for 1 day. He's not there for like a week.
I would still do it. I would still take the cart because especially if you're doing 1 day, because then you can really take advantage of seeing everything now they're expensive. Like it's $70. The way I look at it, it's your resort fee. A lot of times, you go to downtown St. Louis and you're booking a hotel room. They're like, okay, your parking is this, and then you got a resort fee for that. Like I just see it as a resort fee when you rent the golf cart. So I absolutely would, because that way you can drive around the resort and see things easier. That way, like if you were staying for a few more nights, you could take it easier and walk around more. 1 night, get the golf cart.
Okay. And suggestions for lunch and dinner at the resort. It's a Monday, so hoop-de-doo is not an option. They don't do hoops.
I mean, I like that counter service place.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, the counter service place is great. Yeah.
Charles End. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
or take the boat. I mean, you can take the boat over to Wilderness Lodge too and get some stuff there.
Love
you got the whole monorail loop available there too.
And fork for all snacks. Yeah.
But I do like that. I wasn't a fan of Trails End, but I've always liked that little counter service area though. It's so good. Like that chicken dinner for like 3 people or whatever is so good.
Oh, dude. And it was
like one of the best values you'll find.
It's not expensive. And finally, he says, we're using Mears Express to get back to the airport on Tuesday morning. Any idea where they'll pick us up if we're staying in a cabin? See, I've never used Mears Express, but I'm sure they'll give you communication with that, like where they're going to pick you up.
And my guess will be right where they drop you off. Yeah. Like where the Disney transfer dropped you off. Probably like right at that main little station there at the fort. But I would just talk to when you check in, they'll know. So that's something I would ask them. That's probably where you got dropped off.
Yep. He says, thanks for all the help. New to cruising and new to this resort, so I'm trying to make it go as smoothly as possible for the family. Thanks so much, Sean in West Michigan. Go Blue.
Oh, West Michigan. Yeah, go Wolverines. Good. Let's go beat those Wildcats in Arizona. Yes, I said we because I pay that tuition. And you're gonna love the cabins. I'm hooked. I love them. So I'll be curious what Sean thinks.
All right, have a great first cruise. You're going to be hooked. I'm telling you, you're going to be like
you're going to be hooked on the cruise and the cabin.
It just happens, man. Have a good time, Sean. All right, well, that is it for today's show. If you have any questions, please get those in the inbox for us. We'd love to have those. Mike at beourguestpodcast.com. We'll get those in the queue and get right on those as we jump into April here. April 8th will be the next show, so let's do that. Don't forget our show today brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney adventure for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use that Amazon affiliate link anytime you shop online. That one extra click supports everything we do throughout the year. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so very much to our Patreon supporters. You're the all-stars that keep us on the air. We can't do this without your support, and it helps so very much. You can support us for just $5 a month, and for that, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. So come over this week. We'd sure love to have you. Patreon.com/BeOurGuestPodcast. You give me a follow on the social media at BeOurGuestMike. That's on Instagram, X.com, and Threads. Scott's at Epscott, EPSCOT, but check him out at Must See Adventures over on YouTube. Rikki's at A Disney World After All on YouTube. Check her out there. Also at Rikki Nibs, RIKKINIBS. We have the Clubhouse. That's where you need to hang out with us 24/7. It's our message board Discord server. It's awesome. It's free for everybody. So come on over to beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. And we will have a live call-in show Sunday night after everybody eats all the Easter ham and deviled eggs and all that stuff. And you're like, oh, that one extra deviled egg pushed me over the edge. But we'll be here taking your calls. So come on. We'll have a good time with that. Most likely. I think we'll have a show. So tune in. We'll see. Because Scotty G is going to be in town. It's going to be fun. So 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. Join us for the call-in show. All right. So until we get back together again on Friday for an excellent show, Scotty G, Rikki, Mike, signing out. Have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. That's good. That's good. That's good. I forgot about the cabins. I was thinking about, I don't know why I was thinking Copper Creek and Boulder Ridge. Because whenever I say it, because I'm always like, yep, they need transfers from Boulder Ridge, like Wilderness Lodge. Or like when I say Bay Lake Tower, they're always like the Contemporary. I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that would work. like, okay, so I'm going to take all my luggage from this
Oh,
ship,
yeah,
like
totally.
onto a boat.
Yep.
Like,
You're right. That's a different situation. Duh.
man, it started like pouring over here for a second.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain here all weekend. Of course, it's beautiful right now. It's 87.
Yeah, I know. Liz was telling me that, so maybe the weather will change though.
I hope, because like I said, it's 87 and sunny right now, man. It couldn't be nicer. Come on.
That's so funny. Like our friend David, like friend of the podcast, like I saw this photo on TMZ, and I'm like, yesterday, like at Chef Mickey's, I'm like, I think that's him, and it was him, like at Chef Mickey's.
David Lawshoots?
What?
David Lawshoots?
No, David Killian, like from Alabama.
Dude, I don't ever want to.
Like, there's that photo of like the senator going around,
Chef Mickey's, yeah.
And I'm like looking at the table like next to him, like I'm pretty sure that's David, but like I thought he was like on the treasure.
That's
I was
crazy.
like, but I guess they're off the treasure now, and like he
Dude,
posted it on the
I saw
Discord.
that picture just this afternoon because you can
I
see in
know.
the background, you can see the monorail track and stuff.
Yeah, but he posted on the Discord like, oh, it looks like I'm famous now. But like I saw it before I saw it on the Discord, and I was like, oh my god, I think that's David, but maybe it's not because I thought he was on the treasure.
I saw that picture,
But it was totally him and his
That's
family,
crazy.
like in the TMZ photo. It cracks me up.
because I was looking at that picture like a couple hours ago. I didn't look at
Yeah,
like
but
the other
he
people.
posted in the photo, like he posted his perspective in the Discord too. You have to go look for it, but it's funny.
Go look after this. Yeah. God help me. I don't ever want to be on TMZ. That'd be my worst nightmare. Like, oh, guess what? Your picture's on TMZ. Like, oh my God, please no. Okay, here we go.
He's in a must-see adventure, actually. Him and I were at Alani at the same time. We just like ran into each other.
TMZ and Must See Adventures.
yeah, we've collided now. There's 2 degrees between us now.
Oh my God. Here we go. Welcome to episode 2870 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're getting ready for a great Easter weekend. The ham, the deviled eggs, the mashed potatoes are all getting ready to be prepared. And you get to have some fun with your friends and family. Today, we're going to kick off the weekend with some fun Disney talk. We're going to try to give you an excellent show so that you can just get ready to devour some great podcast content here. There we go. I got a sigh. That's exactly what I wanted.
Oh, I was sighing majorly. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. All right. So the cruise here, we're going to have some fun talking eggs around the Disney properties, cruise line, Walt Disney World, Disneyland. And it's a stretch, but just come along on this ride with us. We've done almost 3,000 shows. We have to think outside the box sometimes. So here we go. It's going to be a fun trip.
We have to think outside the egg carton. Hey, there we go.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Okay. All right. Rikki's here from a DisneyWorldAfterAll.com and the Mouse for Less. Rikki, I'd imagine busy time around your household with Brian and all the stuff that's probably happening at church this weekend, right?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Yep. Lots of church services, lots of writing sermons, lots of all that kind of fun stuff going on here. And then to add to all the fun, we have our wonderful friends Florence and Mike, who are actually in town this weekend, and so they are going to spend Easter with us. So that's pretty awesome too. So yeah, it's gonna be just a crazy busy time here, but it's super fun. And we're having a blast. So, but it's definitely going to be busy this weekend.
Busy is good. And speaking of friends, I think I have one of my best friends going to be in town too this weekend. It sounds like, and I could not be. When I got the news dropped on me last Sunday night, I've not stopped talking about it all week. Pam's like, seriously. I'm like, dude, you'll know that I haven't seen my brother in forever. Dude, I can't. It's great. Scotty G Must See Adventures going to be heading down south. Can't wait. What's up, Scott?
What's happening, Mike? Ricki sighed, but when you told me the news, I kind of laughed. It's kind of a bunny idea to talk about eggs.
It is. It's a bunny idea.
I can't roll my eyes at you guys harder. Yeah.
You don't hurt yourself.
I know.
Optometrists, they're off for the weekend.
They sure are.
You don't want the ER doctor to have to look at you like, why did you hurt your strain
exactly
your muscle?
Yep.
You were doing a podcast and they're saying puns. Okay, let's jump into this. We're people got things to do. They got Easter egg hunts to go to probably tomorrow on Saturday. Hopefully
do people still dye eggs though? Like I used to do that as my mom loved it and I disliked it, so I have not done it ever since.
Really, I love dyeing eggs, and so I did get an egg dyeing kit for Lucy and I to do. Hopefully tomorrow. And yeah, it's more of an excuse because I also make the most amazing deviled eggs. So really, I just need to hard boil the eggs anyway. So might as well, if I'm hard boiling the eggs, might as well dye them with my daughter. So I keep the tradition alive. So yes, we are going to be dyeing eggs here. So,
it's still a thing. Okay.
By the way, Dennis down in Plano, Texas, hopping with excitement for this episode.
He's all ears.
He's all ears.
He's all ears. That's right. That's also our website. By the way, so back to the dyeing the eggs thing. Okay, so I have a take on that with Scott. Like I did it because like it was a huge thing in Pam's family. Oh my gosh, because all the nieces and nephews got together. Yeah. Usually on the night of Good Friday, I think we would do this. Like because like Paige would do it, and Mallory would do it, and then the
I loved it as a kid because like it was fun. I got to see my cousins, and do it. Yeah,
everybody. I mean, we'd have just dozens of eggs. I mean, probably 10 dozen eggs. There's so many eggs. And then, you had all the little cups, like first you had to lay down all the newspaper, right? Like on the table. Then you had all the cups and you put like the little pills in the cups.
Oh, yeah.
The paws. Wasn't that what they were called?
Yep.
Menu, right? The little paws.
Yep.
Or something. And you drop the little cups and you had the little like copper egg holder, like egg dipper.
It was copper. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So the magic dipper there and you dip them. But man, Paige is like an artist. She's always been super artistic and her eggs would come out looking like they should be in like, some museum. And so I would try to do cool looking eggs because, it'd always be like during the playoffs for the Blues or something. I was back into that, or the Cardinals opening week or something. So I tried to do like a Cardinals egg or a Blues egg.
Yeah, I always did a Michigan State egg for basketball. Yeah.
Right. My egg would be just turned into like just a glob of like, it'd be like brown. It wouldn't even be like black and gold. It'd be just brown, whatever it was, like blue or, blue and gold for the Blues, brown. I was like the Charlie Brown of dyeing eggs, and you get it all over your favorite shirt. Like I was the worst, and I was an adult trying to lead the kids. Yeah, I'm out on. I'm so glad we're past that.
Yeah, I was thankful that my mom still enjoyed it, so that Emily would go over, and so Emily still had that experience. I would go over there. I did not partake, and I have not done it in like 10 years. So
yeah, we haven't.
I'm dye free.
Yeah, same. We haven't done it. Long time. Rikki, you're in the middle of it.
I am. And I'm happy to be in the middle of it because I hadn't done it for years before that. So like this is a tradition that I'm really happy to be able to pass on to my daughter. So
are the pause things still a thing? Like the tablet?
Yeah, they are still a thing. I don't know if that's who I bought this year. I might have bought another version because this version actually has the cups. The pause ones I used to always do was I would put them in coffee cups and stuff like that. But I don't want to accidentally ruin my Disney coffee cups. So I like the ones that I have that come in actual like little plastic containers, and I drop the dye in there and then do it that way. So I like that a little bit better. And then I usually use a spoon to get it out. I don't know why. I hated the little copper thing because like it never failed. I would drop the egg and it would crack. And so yeah, I just always use a spoon. I have much more control with the spoon.
Taught you dexterity. You had to use that little sucker.
Yeah, that little copper thing's
fished it out of there. Yeah, but, I mean, it was like a military operation. It like
was.
Sam and her sisters, like they got just like the plastic like one-time use cups, like you would use like at a shower or something.
Yeah,
like, all the colors and.
No, I always use coffee mugs. Yeah. I can still hear the dinging sound of me, dinging with the stir. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. But then like it got a little high techer, right? Because like they had like little sleeves you could put on some of them and kind of like, and then you had like magic crayons that you could like do something before you dipped them, and then it would like like change the color where you wrote with the waxy crayon. Yeah, then they got kind of fancy, but
they did.
Anyway, we're not here. That's excellent lead into today's topic.
It is.
Okay, today we're talking about our favorite eggs anywhere, Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line. We're going to go with a stretch as we get towards the end of this show. So ride with us and let us know in the clubhouse where you would go with this show. So just like, let's take it literally kind of our favorite eggs. If I want to talk about like my favorite eggs to consume on one of those three, of any of those three destinations, my favorite egg to eat all time, Eggs Benedict, Palo, Disney Cruise Line.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Any egg, Palo, Disney Cruise Line.
Oh
yes.
My gosh, that is the best. That egg is sent down straight from heaven. Just, I mean, delivered from heaven. It's so.
I'll tell you though, I like sometimes Cabanas will do like a mushroom eggs Benedict like on special, which I love mushrooms, so that's pretty good too. But yeah, the Palo one, yeah.
Yeah, Cabanas does all kinds of different like Eggs Benedict. It'll just be like, like just something. There's like 10 different kinds of Eggs Benedict throughout your cruise. So just be like, and I'll just be like, yeah, please, I'll try every kind. Because I had never had Eggs Benedict before I went on a Disney cruise. I'd never heard of it. I didn't know what holiday sauce was before I went on a cruise. And
beautiful thing about cruising, you try new things.
That's right, 100%. Like I could take a bath in holiday sauce at this point, dude. I love that stuff. I could just like drink it like Gatorade. It's so good. Oh my gosh, it's like the nectar of the gods. All right, so that's like number one. I've already gone with my biggest gun right there, but the Palo Eggs Benedict. Scott, well, like, what are you thinking of? Like literally, when you think of eggs at the Disney destination.
So I got to share with you too. I really don't like eggs.
I thought I was going to be the only one saying that. I don't like eggs very much either.
I really don't care. I really don't care for breakfast in general.
Yeah, I like breakfast, but eggs.
But I'll do it sometimes. I mean, I like Liz loves breakfast. So like I will partake. I love the Palo brunch, and I'll eat the Eggs Benedict. Like I'll eat them. But like they're not my favorite. But you know what egg I really like at Walt Disney World? It is that Boma. And so they have like African type of inspired eggs, but like they have a scrambled egg where they know me. They just know me at Boma. They did throw some like feta cheese in there, and I love feta cheese. They put some spinach in there. It's almost like an omelet to a certain extent, when you put the spinach and like the feta in there. But that is a really flavorful type of scrambled that they do at Boma. Consistently on their menu. Like Boma will switch things out a lot, but that one is usually on there. So got to go with the Boma scramble. That is a fantastic egg.
I like that too, because Boma will take something that is semi-familiar, but they'll give it just a little bit of a different spice to it. And you're like,
yes.
Whoa, I
know.
I kind of like
elevate it is what I like to say.
Exactly. It's so well said. 100%. Okay, Rikki, give us, what are you thinking of when you think of like your favorite eggs around?
Well, like Scott, I don't really like eggs. However, with that being said, I will say there is one place that I think when I think of eggs, I think of when I want to have an eggy kind of breakfast at Walt Disney World. And that is actually Trattoria Al Forno. And the reason for that is I feel like this has the breakfast menu that has the most number of egg options on the menu. Just so many different choices that you can pick from. So we got the oak grilled steak and eggs, which was so fantastic. It's sunny side up eggs with breakfast potatoes, crispy onions, and hollandaise sauce. I mean, how can you go wrong with steak and eggs? I mean, hello, it's perfect. And since they're sunny side up, they're a little runny and stuff like that. So that's good too. The steak was really flavorful. That was fantastic. But then they also have the sunrise breakfast pizza, which is scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage, and cheese. So if you're looking for something a little like different for breakfast, that's going to be a really good option. They also have Al Forno eggs, which is brick oven roasted cage-free eggs with polenta, fennel sausage, spiced tomato sauce, and country bread. Again, another really fantastic option. And then there's still more options with eggs. But the one that I think I would enjoy the most here, and I didn't get this last time, but it's definitely on my like idea for next time. It's going to be the caprese omelet, which is mozzarella, ripened tomatoes, fresh basil with breakfast potatoes, bacon, and sausage. I love a good caprese omelet. Like if I'm going to get an omelet, this is the kind that I really want, is a caprese one. So like this sounds really good to me too. So like honestly, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different egg based dishes here, which I think is like probably got to be one of the most in all of Disney property. So many different egg options. It's a very hearty breakfast, much less so of like the pancakes, the waffles, the things like that I usually enjoy. So yeah, if you're looking for eggs, Trattoria Al Forno is probably going to be the place you want to go.
For Scotty G research purposes, sorry to interrupt, Mike. Is my calzone still on that menu?
No.
Oh,
no.
That's why that must be why I haven't booked that in years.
So I will tell you, I have to say I was very disappointed in my last visit too, because I was looking forward to, they had a tiramisu bread pudding for breakfast that was just out of this world phenomenal. The best thing I think I've ever had for breakfast at Walt Disney World. And so I was really excited to take Brian back there. I'm like, yes, I'm going to go get my bread pudding. It's going to be fantastic. And then we got there and it was like all eggs on the menu at this point. And I was like, oh man, they took the tiramisu off and I can't. So I was very sad on that trip, and I didn't enjoy breakfast as much because, like I said, I don't love eggs that much. So it's like, oh, but if I'm in the mood for eggs and I know that I'm going for eggs, I am fine. But I was going for tiramisu bread pudding, and I was severely disappointed.
The 2017 trip, Scott, we had so many of those calzones.
I know, because we stayed at the boardwalk. That's back. Were they still doing the character meal then too? I can't remember.
Yeah, they stopped the character meal with 2020. So okay. Yeah.
But like, my gosh, we had so many of those because we had breakfast there like 3 times, didn't we?
We did. They were so good.
Because that's when they put the Ariel's, like the thing was in there too. The thingamabob or whatever was in there too. Like,
oh yeah. I don't know. They had like actual, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh, dude, that breakfast was so good back in the
day.
That
breakfast was so good.
Maybe it still probably is too, but
it's fun. I mean, like I said, if you like eggs, it's fine. I think if you're looking for a hearty breakfast, it's fine. But I'm always
Mike,
looking for a sweeter.
We ate there.
We did, man. They're like, oh, you're here again. Like this marathon weekend.
After every race, I swear we went there except for the full marathon because you end that so much later in the day. You know.
Yep. Oh, so good. Okay, so I got another one. So it's a lot of time. I mean, I run like first thing in the morning, right? So before I go to the park, like when I get into the parks, man, I can't like eat a donut because if I eat something sugary, like I get the shakes. So I have to have protein. And so I always am looking for something either with meat or eggs. And so that's why I'm always chasing something like this. And so one of the other things I like with eggs is a breakfast Ronto wrap. And that's, oh my gosh, that's got good eggs in it. And I just love the flavor of that. So I got to throw out the breakfast Ronto wrap because that's like an egg burrito. And it's something about that sauce they add to that one. Whew, the breakfast Ronto wrap is way better than the regular Ronto wrap. I don't know why, but it's just way better. All right, so
I would just
go real quick.
I would just disagree because I don't like the egg, but I've heard that a lot, right? That people love that breakfast Ronto wrap for sure.
Yeah, so John Price, this one throw. He also mentioned Trattoria Al Forno breakfast. He said best egg dish on property is the breakfast pizza at Trattoria.
Yeah.
So he threw that out there earlier too. So I'm gonna give him some.
Like Topolino's, do they still have like their steak and eggs? Because that was like a dish that was like really good.
Their steak was really good, but I don't know. I don't know if they still have the steak and eggs anymore.
But I thought you were going to say, Mike, I didn't think you were going to go the Ronto wrap because I think of you when you're staying at Pop Century, because this was going to be my next egg because I've done this a lot of times too. Like I'll just get like a breakfast sandwich, like an old school breakfast sandwich with an egg on it. So like I'll just get like a bacon, egg, and cheese and like kind of call it a day. Like, and that's kind of good. That's like a nice portable thing to take, right? Like you mobile order it in the Pop Century food court, then take it with you, hop on a bus, and just kind of take it along with you, so that you're not like wasting time, you're on the go, boom, 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 gonna rope drop, I find that really helpful, and you get a little protein that way, so I kind of find that as like another go-to egg, so you will, for me, instead of doing like a bounty platter. Sometimes that is another egg that I would like to do at Walt Disney World.
I do that often, and that croissant that it's served on is always super tasty. Yeah, I do that just because it's like wrap, boom, you just eat it. Because like sometimes you just eat like while you're waiting for the bus, and by the time like it doesn't take me long to eat that sucker. By the time the bus shows up, it's gone. So like I've had breakfast, I'm getting ready to
go. No, right? Like we just scarfed that thing down.
Exactly. It doesn't last long. It's like 3 minutes, and okay, breakfast is done. Let's go ride some rides. All right, Rikki, what else you got for eggs?
All right, I have one more. And if I'm not going here to get the dark chocolate waffle, which is at Ale and Compass, which is, again, usually what I'm getting. But they have a steak and egg here that sounds phenomenal. And I think Brian's gotten this one before too. It's a sirloin steak with poached egg, red flannel hash, and brown butter hollandaise. I'm a huge fan of brown butter. So like this is right up my alley here for me. Again, they have the American breakfast here, which is scrambled eggs, breakfast potatoes, Mickey waffles, bacon or sausage. But here they also have a crab cake benedict. It's poached egg, jumbo crab cakes, arugula, lemon herb hollandaise. I know Brian has had this one before. There's a because again, usually I'm going for the chocolate waffle. If I'm usually can get into Ale and Compass, that's what I'm going for. But he's usually trying some different stuff. There's also the New England breakfast quiche, which has roasted mushrooms and herbed cheese quiche with roasted tomatoes and baked beans, because that's a breakfast thing, especially in like England. So I guess maybe in New England they also do baked beans.
I love baked beans, so I've never had for breakfast.
Yeah, it's a huge thing in England, like in the UK.
I've heard that like they serve those on like European cruises, like to
have baked beans, but I didn't know. Maybe it's a New England thing too. I'm not sure. And then they also have a protein bowl which has plant-based eggs with plant-based sausage, quinoa, chard, and roasted tomato sauce. So for those who are looking for a plant-based option, there you go. That's
very nice.
Yeah.
I neglected probably the best eggs at Walt Disney World. I've said the cruise line best eggs for show, but here's the best ones at Walt Disney World. They're the Church Lady deviled eggs at Art Smith's Homecoming.
I love Art Smith's. I like the deviled eggs, but I'm gonna say I make better deviled eggs than Art.
Oh, well, my sister-in-law makes some good ones, and in about 48 hours, I'm gonna have about a dozen in my gullet. Because I eat way too many, because she makes them specifically. She makes them for me, but allows other people to eat them on Sunday, but mostly for me. But oh man, I love a good deviled egg. Where do you guys stand on Scott? Where do you stand on deviled eggs?
I just don't do eggs, man. I just don't like eggs.
No,
deviled eggs are like candy, though. Oh, they're so good.
I make the best deviled eggs. They're so flavorful, and they have now. The only reason I only make them like once a year, and it's usually around Easter or maybe for a summer barbecue, because Brian's coworker really likes my deviled eggs, and they always have a summer solstice party, and so they often ask me to make my deviled eggs for this, is because I have the worst trouble of peeling the eggs once I'm done. Like that, if I can get them peeled easily, and I've tried like all the tips, so if anybody has a really good tip, please let me know. But I've tried all of them, and like nothing works to peel the eggs, and it's the only reason I don't make deviled eggs very often is because I absolutely cannot stand peeling the eggs. So that's the only reason. Otherwise, bring it on.
I have no idea how they're made. I mean, she just makes them and brings them over. I mean, maybe it's a lot of work, but I just eat them.
Oh, it's quite a bit of work. Yeah.
I appreciate her because they're so tasty. Sandy, they rock, by the way. But yeah, isn't it ironic though that you're eating deviled eggs on Easter Sunday? It's like there's some yin and yang to it. It's like it's ironic.
Now I'm craving my deviled eggs really bad right now.
Me too. Can't wait. Let's go.
Yeah.
They just sit there and taunt me the whole and then you put like the leftovers in the fridge, and like it's a tax every time you open up the fridge. You get like
but you gotta eat them fast. I mean, I will say,
they
can't let those suckers sit there for a long time because they go bad real quick.
That's true. Sky G, got anything? So we're gonna go into like maybe some attraction Easter eggs possibly here shortly. But
that's more my speed.
Okay, so I mean, let's do that then. Okay, well, I mean, we covered all the food eggs. I mean, do we got any other I
think that's good.
Okay, I think we're good on the food eggs. Okay, so let's talk a little favorite Easter eggs and attractions around the properties. Where do you see
Well,
Easter eggs?
well, one of my favorites is in Haunted Mansion. I
Mm.
mean, it's like one of the greatest attractions of all time. And I'm specifically just talking like in the queue area, like the pet cemetery. Like
Yes.
I just love it when you're in there and you're just looking kind of like at the graveyard and you're just looking at those headstones. I won't go into like all the details, but there's like just some funny sayings, right? And I think those are I kind of see those as Easter eggs. There's kind of like little nods sometimes to like Imagineers, I think are kind of in there, but I mean, we all know what the famous one is in the pet cemetery when you leave. There's Mr. Toad is
Yep.
in the cemetery. I think that's fantastic. I just love that little nod over there. You're walking down, you look to the left, and there's Toad.
Mhm.
Who doesn't love that fella? Like I just love that. I just love that. But we kind of have a personal, a family little Easter egg there too. I don't know if you two know about this.
Oh.
When you're walking out there too. So you have like the little cemetery there, but then there's like this brick wall with like some more like punny phrases. And so I am the only person on the face of the earth that is allowed to call Emily Emma. I don't know if you two know this.
Oh.
I call her that every now and then. If anyone ever else says that, like she hates it, and she still kind of doesn't like it when I do it, but I'm the only one that can somewhat get away with it. And there's a little phrase there that says, "I am a spook," on that wall there. So we always take a photo with it. It's a funny thing with us. So it's a little Easter, like a gardener little Easter egg. So every
Cute.
time we leave Haunted Mansion, I always like had to like walk her over there and like, "Who are you?" And she's like, "I am a spook." It used to be cute like the first couple times, like, "Oh, I am a spook, Dad. You know, you call me Emma." And now it's like, "I am a spook." Like, but
See, that's cool because
she'll willingly do it now, but
I
you know,
love
she
that.
doesn't get as much into it as she used to when she was younger.
No, but that's something I love that though. It's a connection you guys have, and that's like your place in the parks. I mean, because millions of people go there every year, but that's like your place. I
Yeah.
love when I hear stories like that. That's
Yeah,
I
so that's a
didn't know.
personal Easter egg right there in the Haunted Mansion.
It's super cool. I love that. Ricky, what's your favorite? One of your favorite Easter eggs on property? Any of the
I love
properties?
that too. That's so cute. All right. Well, first of all, it is the Easter season, so we do have to talk about first the Easter eggs that they have, the chocolate Easter eggs that they have at the resorts. So if you haven't taken a look at those ever, those are really cool. The bakery team, the chefs there, they do such a fantastic job of creating these incredibly detailed chocolate Easter eggs. And granted, this year it's not quite as spectacular because there is no, Grand Cottage or anything like that at the Grand Floridian this year. Hopefully they bring it back next year because the Easter eggs at the Grand Floridian last year were just phenomenal, out of this world. So, hopefully they'll bring it back next year, but they do have some at the Beach Club right now. They also have some at Contemporary, and the Contemporary ones are themed after the Muppets, and they're just out of this world bonkers. They're so cool. And then the ones at the Beach Club are really, really, really detailed too. So they've done a fantastic job with those. So I like to let people know about them because they are kind of like a different thing. And it's only for the Easter season. So that part's really kind of cool. And like I said, they do it every year. So, if you're there next year and you're, around the Easter season, you stop at one of those resorts and see what kind of Easter egg displays they have. But as far as like on ride Easter eggs, one of my favorites is, of course, going to be at Figment. And it is going to be, there is, of course, the attraction had Dreamfinder originally. That was one of my favorites as a child. I absolutely loved the original Journey into Imagination. I read the book every night with Lucy, thanks to a wonderful listener who sent us the book. And she sings, she sings the song Imagination. We sing it every night when we go to bed. And it's so cute too. I love listening to her sing it. But on the actual attraction, as you go through the first scene, you will pass by a door and it says Dean Finder. And that's an homage to, of course, Dreamfinder. It's, if we're not going to have Dreamfinder in the attraction, at least the little nod is, something for us little, fans of the original attraction. So I love that little Easter egg.
There's so many great ones in there.
Oh, really, there are. There's so many, but that's my favorite. So.
I love that, that gives you repeatability in attractions too, to be able to like peek out things, instead of just the obvious of writing it and, oh, here comes the smells or here comes that, you can look for these little, like my favorite one. Cause like I'm a tech, like I like technology. It's kind of, I'm a nerd, always have been since I was a kid. Or I was talking about that in the Discord from like the 90s when I was on these early forums. On Spaceship Earth is where I'm going to pick mine from. It's that technology scene where they say, is that Steve Jobs or not in the garage? There's an album. If you look in the very background, because it's like, the 70s, you know what the album, Scott, you probably know this, the album.
So I know there's an album, like there's albums in the scene before with the moon launch, like the
this is in like the garage.
Oh, scene. There's another, because there used to be a Beatles album in there, which there's a controversy about that because it was a fake Beatles album. But anyway, go ahead with yours. I never noticed it.
Yeah, it's not the Beatles, it's Fleetwood Mac.
There's a Fleetwood Mac album in there?
Yeah, in the background, because for the Mac, right? Because it's possible.
Oh my gosh, that makes so much
sense. And I mean, is it, because it's also like fits the timeline of the development of the personal computer. Yeah. But I mean, if it is Steve Jobs, it would be a nod to the Mac.
It would be a nod to the Mac. It would be. Yeah.
Which, I mean, like, is it because people like there's no like confirmation that is Steve Jobs.
Yeah, I've never heard that actually.
It probably is. I mean, because who else like developed a personal computer in a garage? I mean, it looks exactly like the one, but yeah, exactly. But I love that.
Dang, that's right. That's all right. I'm booking right now. I'm not coming to St. Louis. I'm going to Florida. I'm drive straight to Perth.
I love stuff like that because it's like, oh, yeah, of course, hippie would have an album, like sitting in there, where they're gonna listen to music. But then you look at it and you're like, Fleetwood Mac. Oh, well, that was then you're like, oh, Fleetwood Mac. When I first they hit me, like I was like, oh yeah. Okay, let me, Scott. I'm gonna ask you. So this is really a stretch, and that's what we do here on the show. Sometimes you call golf balls like an egg, right? Okay, it's my egg. You gotta hit your egg. What's your favorite golf course? If you had to pick one, like somebody said, oh, you got a free round right now. Next time you're down at Walt Disney World, like you're going down here in a little bit, like, is it LBV or is it Palm Magnolia? What you got?
It's not a popular take, believe it or not, but LBV is my favorite. I think most people like the Palm and Magnolia because those are actually like better golfers that like those courses because it's more like those courses are maintained better. Like the greens are more consistent and things like that. But I like LBV better because of all the nods to Disney. Like I love seeing the resorts, I love seeing like my home resort, Old Key West. We talked about that on Wednesday's show. I love seeing Saratoga. You see some of like Riverside and French Quarter in there, Disney Springs. So while the golf, textures and like the play might be better at the Palm and Magnolia, I just personally like the LBV because of the Disney nods personally.
Yeah, because we played them, and I think I've enjoyed my rounds better at LBV. I just think that
it's just more fun for me, like because I just like playing through the resorts because like I know Old Key West so much. Same with you, Mike. Like Old Key West, like you've stayed there many times. We're like, hey, that's the villa where we had the 2-bedroom the other time, and then boom, I smack a golf ball into it. It's kind of funny. Like, my dude's just went up. Like
I watch that video from time to time just to crack up. But yeah, I think that's it. Like, I mean, I'm very much an amateur at best golfer. Like I'm a terrible golfer, to be honest. I stink. And like, I'm just there to have a good time. And like, I enjoy LBV. Like when we played the Magnolia, I think. And like, I was super stressed. I mean, it's wide open. Like it's pretty forgiving. Like the fairways weren't terrible.
On the first hole. And it's like,
that was stressful.
When Tiger Woods and Ernie Els battled out here in 1998 or whatever, you're like, oh my God, Tiger Woods and Ernie Els playing this course. Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, championship golfers are playing here,
But yeah, I did enjoy LBV. I'm with you there. It was a fun experience. All right, so Rikki, give us another Easter egg, like from one of the attractions you like.
All right, so when you go to Slinky Dog Dash, if you've ever looked up at the wait sign, you will notice that there's a sign that looks like a little dog tag. And if you look around the back, you'll actually see that is the dog tag for Buster, who is Andy's dog in Toy Story. And then, so it has his name on it and then the address of Andy's house. So it's a really cute little Easter egg for, those who love the movie. And it's not really something that people are going to do is look around the back of, the sign, because the sign has the wait times on it, so people aren't, that they're only looking at the wait. But I think it's really cute that they actually have Buster's name on the back.
I had no idea about that.
I do love Toy Story. I do love me.
See, I love Toy Story. I didn't have any idea. For one, I didn't know his dog's name was Buster. And I didn't know that was on the side.
It is. Yes.
All right, Scott, you got another one?
My favorite on that one actually is the price tag.
Like the price tag is good.
I knew about the price tag. Yeah.
So little fun fact. It'll be once I way in the future get to editing some of these videos. I was actually there on the anniversary of that date, on the 30 years and the 30th anniversary of Toy Story. So
Awesome.
I was there on 11/22, 2025. Anyway,
Yeah.
But yeah, I love how it's like 11/22, 1995. I think everyone's seen the little price tag on the Slinky Dog.
That's cool.
Sale, which is the date that Toy Story was released, which is a fun little nod. So I've always liked that one.
Nice.
But I like in Hollywood Studios, like, is this an Easter egg? I don't know. I kind of see it as one when you're over by, like, you're in Echo Lake, you kind of you pass 50's Prime Time, kind of walking towards Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular, and you see this sign, and there's this rope, and it says, "Do not," and it's like very like clear, like, "Do not pull this rope." And like, well, do I? I mean, I kind of want to obey this rule, but I'm kind of tempted to pull this rope. Like, is Disney like is it toying with me? I kind of see this as an Easter egg a little bit. So, like, I encourage all of you, if you've never done this, pull that rope. Like, it's fun. So pull the rope. Like, I see this as an Easter egg. It's a fun little gag right outside of Indiana Jones. Pull that rope, even though they're telling you not to pull that rope.
When I was at Disneyland a couple of months ago, I went up for the races in January. Like, I heard a dad telling the kid, "Do not pull." It says, "Don't pull."
Oh, they have one at Disneyland too.
Isn't it in the queue? It's in the queue,
right?
Yeah,
there might be one at Disneyland too. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
right before like that screen with the movie that plays, like where.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the dad was like, "Dude, it says don't pull the rope," and he was dead serious. Do not pull that rope, and that kid was going to pull it, and he's like, "Do not." And I'm thinking like, dude, let the kid pull the rope. That's the whole gag. Like,
I know.
He was like, "Do not." He was like fighting him. Like, let the kid pull the rope. It's gonna be funny. He's like, "It says don't pull that rope." He's about to like knock his kid out. I'm like, "Dude, just let the kid pull the rope."
Just let them pull the rope, please.
Like, it says don't pull the rope, kid. He's like, like they're wrestling. I'm like, oh my god, this is too much.
Yeah, that's funny. I love stuff like that though.
It's like in there, you're like in a cave, like you're like all close.
Yeah, you are. It's dark. Yeah. What's gonna happen?
Exactly. So I got two real quick. One kind of like that. I like how Tower of Terror, like wait time 13 minutes, like when it's kind of default, like Haunted Mansion. The Haunted Mansion, same thing with 13 minutes. But what I will say is, what do you think is the? I'll ask the most. What do you think is the most obvious? Like when people like try to explain what an Easter egg is at a Disney attraction, what do you think is the one that comes into people's minds first? Like the most obvious one. I actually told you guys as an example.
Oh, I mean, I think it's hard to see though. I think I think it's well known. People just know about it.
Yeah, agreed.
Because I don't think everybody. Yeah, you're probably right. People probably don't see it, but I think they've heard it. But it's the one of Mr. Toad handing over the deed to Winnie the Pooh for Mr. Toad's Wild Ride when it transformed over to Winnie the Pooh's.
Yeah. But my favorite, but there out west, there's an even better Easter egg, I think, in Winnie the Pooh.
Yes, agreed.
So it's near the end of the ride. Actually, I just took a video of it when I was just out there. You see the original Country Bear Jamboree heads are still in there. So when you're leaving, so I don't know if they're actually the original ones, but they kind of say that it is. But you see like Buff Max and I can't remember the other name, but they're like as you're kind of like pulling out, like they're right behind you. So if you turn your head as you're kind of leaving, you can see the three heads in the middle of the ride.
I just rode that with Sean when we were out there.
It's fun. It's a cool thing. I mean, it's kind of like you got to like know right when to turn. But yeah, it's pretty neat.
See, that's why I love this stuff. Like I didn't even know that to look. Next time we're out there.
Next time, Mike.
Next time. All right, so let's go a couple more. You guys got any good ones?
So I kind of have one. I'm going to kind of go way out west. So it's not an attraction, but I see, and I'm going to say this wrong. Liz is a good thing. Liz doesn't listen to the podcast. There's always a running joke in my family. I know, Mike, you've never been there, but I see the Menuini at Disney's Aulani Resort as an Easter egg. They're
I can
just
get
they're
that.
just fun, and they just like kind of pop up all over the place. So there's these like fun little creatures, you know, they're part of the Hawaiian culture, and they just pop up like you're in the lazy river, and you kind of turn around, and then bam, there's kind of one just kind of hiding behind a bush, kind of like looking at you. And then like you're in an elevator, and there's one just kind of like kind of like looking at you, like. And like I know there's probably like I think they know like an account, so there you can probably go online and like make your own little scavenger game, which is kind of fun with Easter, right? There's a little tie to scavenger hunting with Easter, so you can kind of make your own little scavenger hunt with this. Which Alani also does a Easter egg hunt. We were there last year during this time over Easter, and like you could do a scavenger hunt with eggs. But the menuini I think are great. They're all over the resort, so I see that as an Easter egg. My favorite though is when you're in the lobby. There's this moving menuini. Like it doesn't move. You don't think it moves, but as you move, like its eyes move with you. It's kind of like the busts, like in a haunted mansion. It just kind of it moves with you, like it's just following you along, like in the lobby. It's creepy, but it's so great. Like so, I love those guys. Mike, we got to get you to Alani one of these days. We got to get you out there.
Sounds like my jam. I would love that. I would love that.
But it's fun. They're sprinkled out through the whole resort. I don't know the exact number, but it's just a fun little thing. Like it's kind of like the duck hunting that you like to do on the ships. Like you would I could just see you obsessing over it, Mike, just trying to find them all over the ship. I mean, they're all over the ship, all over the resort.
I love that kind of stuff. It sounds like little leprechauns or something, like everywhere, just kind of spreading good luck and charm.
Yeah, they're fun.
Oh my gosh. Rikki, you got one more?
Yeah, so I mean, one of the most famous ones, I feel like, but it's one that you really do have to kind of search for. But it's actually the one in Carousel of Progress, and it's in the last scene, the Christmas scene, and you know, it's gonna be the spot where it's Marty called once changes, and that's because, you know, obviously the Christmas scene has well, it's not the most up to date, even though they've tried a little bit as time has gone on to get it a little more up to date. It's still not the most up to date. So, you know, the fact that Marty, who is Marty Sklar, who is a famous Imagineer, he, you know, really wanted to see changes happen to Carousel of Progress and scene before he passed away. So that's kind of, you got to know who Marty is. And, you know, as we get further away from, you know, when he passed, you know, that kind of Easter egg kind of goes away. So, you know, those of us that know what it means, I feel like should carry it on. So that's a really good one.
I always like to look for the Mickey Nutcracker in that scene.
I love them. That's what I was gonna say. Hidden Mickeys are kind of like a Easter egg in a way too.
Yeah,
true.
I love that. I want one of those. So what? Before we close, what do you remember? Now this was probably, I don't know if it's like during COVID or right after COVID. Remember when the Grand Floridian had like a Easter egg hunt? Did they not have one? Somebody playing?
Some of the resorts had those, yeah.
Did they not have like? I thought the Grand Floridian had like a real Easter egg hunt.
The resorts used to have them, but I don't know if they do anymore.
Like
yeah, I think it kind of
hide the eggs, and the kids would go out like on the lawn.
So we had that before COVID. So we spent a lot of Easters at Walt Disney World because the lines of spring break a lot. We did one at Coronado, I remember. So you know the dig site, like you know that little play area, like between the pool and the arcade.
Yeah, the
like,
girls play there all the time.
I remember one year they just like they had like 200 Easter eggs.
Really?
Like there, and then it was like during the pool time, you know, when they bring the card out and all that, like the cast members. And then they were like, so the kids are in the pool. Then they came out like, all right, kids, any children like want to do the Easter egg hunt? Like we hit a bunch of eggs over here, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And then like they all had like a little bag, and like I think I might even have photos or videos of it, but it was like 2018. It was crazy. It was a madhouse going for these eggs, and they had like little like candies and stuff. And it was cute.
Yeah, they should. I mean, that's again, I think the resorts are really doing well with the recreation options that they've had in the last like 3 or 4 years. That's awesome. And I mean, I hope they continue to do that because that's not hard to do. Just throw some eggs down, let the kids search for them.
Yeah. And then like even like a couple of years, this might have been after COVID too. Like we were at the beach club, and you know how you can like they'll do like the fire pits, you can like toast marshmallows. One year they had Peeps. You could toast Peeps on Easter Sunday. So
that's which was the way crazy. To do it. Yeah.
So that was kind of fun too. So the resorts do a lot of things on Easter for sure.
That is good. That is good. And then it's spring. We've made it through the winter, and here we go into the summer, marching on. All right, so that is our Egg-Stravaganza. We are into April, rolling right along, and wishing you and yours a happy Easter. So thanks, guys. Great show. We got all that out of eggs. And you guys don't even like eggs. I didn't even know. We learned about each other.
No.
I'll still eat them, but
I'll still eat them too.
I love eggs. I tear them up, but there we go.
But I'm hungry now, though. I'm ready.
But you are. Yeah, I know. Go ahead and get these things in. All right. Don't forget, today's podcast brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you get down to Walt Disney World, out to Disneyland, or sailing with the Disney Cruise Line for no additional cost to you. Check out the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use that Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That one extra click supports everything we do throughout the year. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so very much to our Patreon supporters. You're the all-stars that keep us on the air. You can support us as well, just $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. Come over this week. We'd sure love to have you. Patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. You can follow us on the social media. I'm at Be Our Guest Mike. That's on Instagram, x.com, and Threads. Scott's at Epscott, EPSCOT in those same places, but you got to check them out over at Must See Adventures on YouTube. Like and subscribe there. Rikki is at Rikki Nibs, RIKKINIBS, and follow her over on her YouTube channel at DisneyWorldAfterAll.com. Like and subscribe there. We have the Clubhouse. That's our Discord channel. So come over there and chat with us over the weekend. It's free for everybody. We have a great time there. And we'll have the live show most likely this Sunday night. So as long as everything lines up, give us a call. We'll have the phone lines open 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. So join us there. All right. Until we get back together again on Monday, you guys have a great weekend and a happy Easter. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. Boom.
Nice. Boom. Got them done.
The egg.
That was excellent.
Excellent. Excellent. Oh, man, I'm getting a headache. No.
Oh, dang. I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. Pam had one all day. I didn't have one. I was like, I dodged it.
Oh, no. And now she's passing it on to you.
Yep.
On. She gave me the.
You know who's still having a headache? Those Duke Blue Devils.
Yeah, they are. So I saw some funny tweet. I can't remember what it was, man. I was dying. I was cracked up.
Oh, man.
It was so wrong, but it was so
Their
good.
head coach, his facial expression,
I still can't believe though that Hurley didn't get a technical for having his head up against that ref.
I know.
He's
unreal. Too emotional. That's how Coach Izzo used to be. As he's gotten older, he's gotten a little tamer. But it's crazy.
I mean, dude, all they do is give him a tech, and Duke could have shot free throws and beat him. Dude, you don't do. You got to be more aware.
I know.
I didn't realize that until I was looking at it more later. I'm like, God, you just can't tempt fate like that.
I know. That's crazy.
His head was against the ref.
I know. That was wild. That was the craziest live show though. I can be a professional and can control things, but I could not control myself during that. I'm sorry. That was the craziest college basketball play of all time. I had to react.
Did you see? There's a video on social media of the who's the guy that does the not the play-by-play, but the color for TV, the old guy, Rafferty.
Bill Rafferty. I love that guy. Yeah.
Did you see the video?
I watched it. Yeah, I know.
Somebody posted we almost lost Rafferty.
We almost lost Raft.
Because he's just
I know. Grant Hill's trying to control because he's a Duke alum. I feel like Grant Hill does a good job staying neutral, but he had to be feeling some kind of emotion during that. What the heck?
We almost.
That was Michigan State. I'd be losing my mind.
Yeah, I can't. I couldn't take. That's
Ricky's why are we talking about sports?
I know.
That's all right. I picked Duke to win, so I'm out.
Yeah.
We had
my bracket is now busted, so I'm done.
Yeah, it happens.
It
should have picked Michigan.
Sorry. I did pick Michigan and Arizona though, so I do have that one.
Oh, that side of the bracket's strong
Yeah,
for you.
that side of the bracket's good still. So I have that side of the bracket, but yeah, I picked Duke to win it all, so I'm out now.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will see you guys later next week. Happy Easter. I'll talk to you.
Happy Easter, guys.
Sounds
see you
good.
later.
All right. Have a good night. I hope your head starts feeling better. Have a good time dying eggs, Rikki.
Thank you. All right. See ya.
All right.
Bye.
Oh, wait, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Exactly. Like, I'm sorry. I know we gotta go, but like, why are you like trying to pass the ball?
That's what they were saying. You just
we're trying to record this. That's why I was like saying, like, I couldn't hear the commentary. Like, I wasn't sure. Like, we're recording this live show. I'm like, and I'm trying to talk and process. I'm like, what are they doing? It was hard to podcast and like watch that. I was trying to.
It's like, do they think the Harlem Globetrotters? Like, why are they throwing the ball around? Like,
what were they trying to? That's why I was like, was Connecticut trying to foul? I was so confused at what was happening. But that was the worst. That was the worst play.
Because he didn't even have 10 seconds. Like, they wouldn't have got a 10-second violation, right?
No, I know.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Yeah, I know. Like, you can't even, like, Nebraska's like, psh, like, no, everyone's forgotten about the 4 guys on the court now.
Dude, that's right there. That's the comment of the year.
Yeah. Yeah. Michigan State being down 19 again, Michigan State's collapse.
This tournament has been crazy.
It's been a good tournament, though. It's been a good tournament.
It's been wild. Yeah. It's been something. I mean, if like you're not Nebraska or like Duke, like it's been insane. Like some of these games, like
I know. Michigan State landed about where I thought we were going to be, so I'm happy with it. But dang, it's been a crazy tournament. It's been fun to watch. But whew, all right, I gotta go eat. I gotta go. I know your head hurts. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you. So just text me.
Yeah, sounds good. All right.
Go get it.
Bye, everyone.
See you. Bye, guys.